See, Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Here's Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
And staying an all-star back in 2022, DeJounte Murray has since been trying to regain that all-star form.
Absolutely, Kevin. And look, the major problem, like it is for a lot of guys, has been injury. When he's healthy, this guy can really play. He's a true two-way player and can help you win games at both ends of the floor.
Johnson for three. Trains it from beyond the arc.
A strong catch-and-shoot option. Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
Well, when he takes off, Murray can put on a show in the air.
Here's Dillingham. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Murray. Here's Armstrong. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, I think Murray is at his best when he's unselfish, looking to create for others.
Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Here's Armstrong. Johnson with the rebound. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Green. Oh, Johnson with the block.
Well, great effort there to deny the shot.
And Johnson with the stuff.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Armstrong. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Armstrong's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And then slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now, here's George. Here's Murray. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And when he gets to the rim like that, it's almost impossible to take away options from Murray.
Outside, SGA. Puts it up from 12. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Atlanta trails by 4. And it's Murray penetrating. Here's George. Here's Green. And the basket is good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter.
7.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And something else that's working for them is the ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays. Gotta have a lot of control to hit the midi, and Johnson does.
Houston in the lead. Here's Dillingham. Kicks it out to Johnson. Over George. Johnson can't get it to go.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Johnson attacking. Kicks it out to Johnson. He takes it in. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Well, a successful drive is about timing and control. Johnson had both going for him there.
Murray. It's rebounded by Houston. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Green with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Murray for three. Johnson with the rebound. Houston leading by 8. Johnson goes in. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Showing how cunning he can be on the drive. Johnson just understands how to utilize the lane.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Murray scanning the floor. Pass to George. Now Armstrong. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's the teardrop. And the layup by George.
And he takes advantage of whatever the defense gives. George can go to the finesse game if he has to.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. SGA, no good. The Atlanta trails by 8. Here's Armstrong. Murray left side. Pass to Armstrong. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Green. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
A solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
23 seconds left now here in the second. Outside for George. Clock at 4. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Houston. Got it off in time. And so we wrap up the first half. Houston leads by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. On the wing, Murray. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. George double teamed. 6 to shoot. Murray with it. He's picked up by Parker. And George, here we go. And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And that one drops for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And they double up Murray. Pass to Armstrong. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Armstrong's got 9.
Yeah, that's a great setup there. Murray keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Good on the three-point shot. Hill's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just a straight flush by Murray. No fret.
Here's Dillingham. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Green. And they recover it. To the middle. A second chance effort. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Johnson the screen. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And it is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring,
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Checking in for Houston, Tobias Harris.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Murray. Nance gets the rebound. Houston leading by 8. Thompson inside the line. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Ooh, they're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
One-on-one here. Armstrong gets the bucket. Now just a 5-point Houston lead.
Kept his eyes up the floor, and it pays off.
Alexander so quick off the floor.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Parker, still without a basket. There's the three. Green with the rebound. With 1 on the clock, and Green slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And that's going to do it for the third quarter.
40.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points. Thompson from long range. Good on the triple.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's George. And then George with the jam.
Sure, why settle for the layup when you can just jam it home? You gotta love the aggressive finish.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Houston with a big group substitution here.
Jalen Johnson.
Atlanta with the ball. 9-point game. Outside, Green. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Thompson from long range. And another 3 for Houston. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Houston?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Houston leading by 12. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. George. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And he jams it in.
A ferocious player in transition. George takes full advantage of the fast break when given the opportunity.
From deep. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Johnson left side. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Well, that's a textbook move by Johnson. Once he sets the pick, he hustles into scoring position.
Count the basket.
Well, so important to get points in the paint. Makes it a lot harder on the defense.
Free throw good, Murray. Houston in the lead. Johnson outside. Into the lane. Here's Dillingham. Just 5 to shoot. Wembanyama, a screen. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
Solid team basketball, keeping the ball moving and creating a great shot.
And taken away by Johnson. It's picked off. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Thompson from 19. That one goes.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And he sinks the second.
Well, you never want to leave points at the line, especially when you're down late.
Well, how about the D there from George, one of the premier two-way players in our league.
And the first one at the line is good. And Johnson drops them both. The Atlanta trails by 14. Murray. And there's the drive. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Johnson outside. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Oh, the dunk!
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
4 seconds takes the three. Cleared away by George. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Atlanta. It's a 16-point game.
Well, that's excellent defense by Johnson. Able to protect the rim without fouling.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Murray. Johnson. Nice use of the glass on the finish. So we see Houston taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. We welcome you to our 2K Sports broadcast. Some great basketball in store for you. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. So Omaha will get the first possession. Pass to Bosch. Here's Bowen. And there's the drive.
Oh, easy 2 points from Bowen. You don't need a ton of offense from Bruce. He makes his impact defensively.
Murray. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And you're not going to get an easier deuce than that, straight to the basket.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Good job there of going on the attack and putting pressure on the rim.
Here's Johnson after the basket by Atlanta. Down low. Top of the key jumper, no good. Now Murray. Pass to Dawkins. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Green with the block.
Aggression. That's how Draymond plays defense.
Murray, no good. Here's Omaha now. Trailing by 2. To the middle. Here's Bosch. And the dunk by Bosch.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Murray, no good. Thompson, left side. Johnson, the screen. Omaha moving the ball around. Bowen, shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Murray. And there's the call on Bosch. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
On defense, Omaha. Here's Murray. Good D by Thompson. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Greg, you look at Alperen Sengun. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Here's Castle. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Green, left side. Pass to Armstrong. Murray outside. Thompson outside. 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Eight seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Hachi Murray in the corner. A miss that time would have put him up. At the end of the first part, in a close game so far. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Now here's Bosch. Thompson with the rebound. Tipped away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. For 3, Murray. Omaha with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's Murray following the basket by Chris Bosh. Pass to Dawkins. And he banks in the layup.
Well, they'll take that all day. That's a high percentage look.
Outside Bosch. Back to Castle. Johnson the screen. The drive by Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson can be fast and nimble on the drive, catching him unprepared.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Armstrong. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
2 minutes remaining.
Johnson outside. Looks for Bosch. Gets it to him. And then Bosch with the dunk.
Oh, put that man in the dunk contest.
Pass to Armstrong. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Armstrong. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Johnson. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, Johnson is a wing who wants to go inside. He doesn't settle too often.
And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Johnson with the block.
Well, that's excellent defense by Johnson. Able to protect the rim without foul.
And they recover it. Bosch misses. To the inside. And it's Armstrong missing. Omaha leading by 5. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson a wide open look. And Omaha another 3.
Quick attack there by Johnson so that the defense has little time to react to him getting the ball.
With the step back. Outside for Murray. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Out left to the wing. It's picked off. And it's Omaha holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. That's tipped.
And this is the kind of defense you love to see. He went after that block and got it.
Now, here's Şengün. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, big man Şengün keeping his head on a swivel. Nice pass.
Pass to Armstrong. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Armstrong got 8 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Now, Hachimura. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
So he gets them both.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for Omaha. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Over to the wing. Pass to Ware. Just 5 to shoot. Screen by Şengün. Knocks down the 3 ball. Şengün's got the lead up to 13 now for Omaha.
And Şengün knows when you don't have the ball, you have to stay ready to catch and fire.
Out to Thompson. Back to Murray. Outside Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
In the corner, Şengün with it. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
You know, that was a smart feed setting up for the three.
Out of hand on it. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Armstrong. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Gray lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass. Murray's got 6 points.
That's light work there for Murray off the two-man game.
Out to Brunson. Pass to Ware. From past the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. Now they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. They have plenty of time to get back in it.
Now here's Murray. To the right side. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dawkins. It's rebounded by Brunson. Ball leading by 12. Pass to Hachimura. His three-pointers off the mark. On the wing, Thompson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. It's his first trip to the line. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And it's Omaha. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Brunson. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
How about Murray? More than a little glide in his game.
The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Just a passing clinic.
Takes it inside. It's stolen by Green. It's tipped. Here's Thompson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
And now Omaha, fast break. Pulls up. That one drops.
So lethal off the catch. Knipple is good at just finding space and then timing it quickly.
by Knipple. Into the lane. And he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
They double-team Şengün. Here's Green. Stolen by Brunson. Here he goes. Now Şengün. 1:46 left in the game.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Beyond the arc. Does not go. The Atlanta trails by 18. Murray. No good again that time.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
A big bucket there to quiet this crowd.
And they need something to cheer about again, and soon.
Outside, Green. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
For three. And there's the three. Here we've got Brunson. Now Şengün drives to the hoop. Green rips down the board. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shoots the three. And it doesn't go.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Brunson bangs home the trifecta. And Omaha leads by 20.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
Look, he wasn't going to miss that opportunity. He saw the open man and took advantage.
Atlanta ball.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
Omaha ball.
Brunson with it. And so it's Omaha winning this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Let me love more, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love more, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love more, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love. Caught up in my tape. I'ma bite your feelings out. I miss you in the basement, but your brother was a good substitute for you. And if you love me, but you never let me go.
Greetings, everyone. An enticing showdown here on 2K Sports. We're so glad you could join us. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
So Calgary will get the first possession. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Ware. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Brunson. Bosch, the screen. Fires the three. And Jalen Brunson gets the three.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Bosch. And again, Calgary with the triple.
And Bosch proving he has the range. The D has to take him seriously from outside.
It's George on the wing. And here's Armstrong. Just 5 to shoot. Count it, good.
If you get the ball that close, you kind of have to finish it.
Over in the corner, Green. Lays it up off the glass.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
Left side, George. George, double team. Murray down low. It's deflected. Pass to Bosch. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Bosch has got 6.
Just a great flow to that play. He's anticipating the pass, perfect rhythm on that jumper.
Here's Armstrong. Green with the block. To the inside. And stolen by Murray. Here's Dawkins. And it's blocked.
I mean, what more can you do when it comes to interior defense? That's perfect.
From deep, Brunson. And again, Calgary with the triple.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Here's Brunson. Paul George making his last shot. Bosch, the screen. "30 seconds left in the first quarter. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Now here's Bosch. He's got 6. Spins. Hachimura.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
First team foul.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark.
by that.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Calgary out in front, up by 10. And we'll be back with you for this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you from Calgary in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And Ananobi takes pride in this. Blocks like that can really help build momentum.
To the middle. Here's Avdia.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And he drives in. Armstrong gets the bucket.
Well, you love to see him put it on the floor, go right at the defense. Great job capitalizing on the attack.
And he comes up with the deuce.
With his sturdy frame, Knipple absorbs contact without letting it affect his timing. Good to have in the NBA.
And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Well, the defense has to be more wary of his willingness to kick it out. They got burned there.
Pass to Armstrong. Murray outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
First team foul.
Well, with his length, Murray creates a lot of problems for opposing defenses, especially in the paint.
And staying an all-star back in 2022, DeJounte Murray has since been trying to regain that all-star form.
Absolutely, Kevin. And look, the major problem, like it is for a lot of guys, has been injury. When he's healthy, this guy can really play. He's a true two-way player and can help you win games at both ends of the floor.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 2 minutes.
Pass to Şengün. Brown wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark. The Atlanta trails by 13. They kick it out to Green. Now Armstrong. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And so Brown will bring it up for Calgary. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Calgary again can't hit. Pass to Armstrong. Back to Murray. A three. Rebound by Calgary. .106 left in the first half of the game. Halliburton with the steal. Down low. Here's Knipple. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Knipple. Jacks up a three. And Dawkins pulls it down. The Atlanta trails by 13. Here's Green. Off the mark, and the drop continues. And so, here's Calgary. Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. George. And it's George finishing it off.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Halliburton for three. Nailed from three-point land. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Calgary in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
How about Murray? More than a little glide in his game.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Atlanta on D, trailing by 17. Here's Green. Pass to Dawkins. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. And it's Hachimura in the corner. High arcing shot. The shot misses. The Atlanta trails by 17. The drive by Green. Murray, good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Calgary leading by 17. Brunson scanning the floor. The teardrop falls in. Brunson's got 8 points.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with him.
Stripped away. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Out to the wing. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pass to Green. Knocked away. Stolen by Bosch. There's the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. 11 points in the game.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Hachimura with it. Outguarded by Murray. Here's Ware. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And Green gets it to go.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's George. Hachimura grabs the miss. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the dunk by Brunson.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Well, when you watch Jalen Brunson, he's such a difficult matchup. Lefty, quick, and a bit on the smaller size, but he's got great leverage, and he gives opposing defenses fits.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Calgary out in front, opening up a huge gap. We're going to step aside for just a... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Now, Halliburton. From downtown, Green with the rebound. So it's Atlanta now. Inside. Here's Dawkins. And Dawkins slams it in.
And the power of Chocolate Thunder. Dawkins with a violent approach at the rim.
Halliburton outside. It's deflected. Pass to Kneppel. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Green. Great defense that time from Şengün. Halliburton looking around. Shot clock at 6.